Welcome to the Monday edition of Stats Edge Trading Market Wrap-Up with myself, Michael Nauss. Pretty wild day in stocks, but a really dead day in the market. So it's going to be very interesting. Well, it was interesting to go through and look at all of the charts and annotate them up and everything. They are in the email list if you want everything. Go to StatsEdgeTrading.com. You can sign up for the email list, and you can also get my watch list. You can copy and paste it directly into Trade Ideas for tomorrow. So without further ado, let's get into it. We're going to take a look at Bitcoin. So Bitcoin finally broke. So I added to my short a little bit. It may just reverse and pop back up. It's been kind of the way it's going, but pretty dramatic sell-off. Apologize if you can hear the rain. It's getting pretty wild out there. Now we just need to break this zone right here with some kind of force below that. That's like 24,800. Then we are kind of in this void area, and it'll be interesting to see how low we go in that area. And then Aussie yen. Still really like this Aussie yen chart. It's just flagging right up here after bouncing off this zone. Really the only other thing in the currency space that I'm watching. Now the SPY, right? I'm on a weekly chart, but it's only Monday, so we're not going to do too much of that. But you can see we opened up inside of last week. Now with the overall market, we had a little bit of a gap up on a small body day. But if we go into the 30-minute chart here, you can see we had some crazy action here, but we tried to close this gap twice and failed and moved higher. To me, that's got to be a little bit bullish anyway. If every time we kind of fail to close this gap, we push higher, I think I like the look of that. Now, some really interesting kind of craziness in the market here where we had consumer discretionaries, really strong day. Like look at this candle. We gap up and we push up and we start to close higher. Like that's kind of what you're after if you're trading, right? You have this big gap, and then it's pretty much the low of the day is the open, and then rallies from there. But then you kind of contrast this to XLE, and you can see just kind of a massive rug pull, right? Opened up, gapped up here, sold off, and all of this range from last week, we're now below closed below that range. So pretty wild day. The only other chart I have in here for URA for the ETFs is URA right here. And you can see we've just got a little bull flag going on. But again, also strength, right? We gapped up and then we rallied all day. Whereas energy gapped down and then sold off, or gapped up and then sold off all day. So a really different kind of look here. Now, a little bit of change for the email. I'm only going to post the new ones in the email as well. Basically, people were not getting the email because there was too many charts and it was too long. So I'm going to try to be more selective about that. But if you can see kind of behind my circle here, these are all the stocks that are on the watch list. So you can get these. You just got to go to StatsEdgeTrading.com and sign up for the email list. If you have trade ideas, you just copy and paste the link in. If you don't have trade ideas, give it a shot and use StatsEdge for 15% off at checkout. But I go over all of the charts for the everything new that I'm going to add each day. So iron, nice little bull flag right here as things are kind of getting tight against this 56, 57 level where it struggled here and a little bit here. So I'm watching this one as it's getting tight up in here, getting really, really tight against this level. So I'm interested in buying this one if it can break out through there. I apologize. I'm going to go back because I took some trades today and I want to talk about the trades that I took. One is Rivian, which may have kind of got me in and then sold off into the close, but I did take a little bit of that. Took a little bit of EYTP. Again, the idea here was it was pulling back to this $10 level. It was really important. Put in this small midday, again, on a 30-minute chart. After the 30-minute open was so strong, I took it above that 30-minute. Again, I don't trade in the first hour ever. I usually trade in the afternoon, but if I'm around and I see something like that, I'll certainly take it. REKR, nice little breakout here. That was another good one. A lot of things closing very strong, a very divergent market, right? Tilray, added to Tilray. We're in Tilray from $2.40, give or take, and added it on this way up right here. ZS and Twink. ZS I bought as well. Twink I didn't, right? Obviously, I had no idea of knowing that there was going to be a buyout happen there, right? Same with SN. I just missed right? It's the whole reason I don't really trade in the first 30 minutes. If I had seen this, I think the move would have been taking it through 38 right here. Ran to 40, wish I took it. Uber Technologies, Uber I did end up taking, right? You can see a nice kind of push up here and then pull back, and then I took some onto the close there on that one, and the rest are from yesterday. But yeah, that SN was the miss of the month, I think, for me. So sorry, now into the new ones that we have. We also have VERA. Same kind of look, right? Nice little descending or ascending triangle right here. Has some resistance in this area, looking to see if it breaks through. GROV is a little pullback play. So you can see this one broke out of this area right here. Nice little run up, pull back. It's holding that area. It's also an anchored view app, I think, from this swing low. So I like the look of that one. LFMD, just a nice kind of range within a range, right? So we have this big range after this push up, $2 to $5, and then range bound. And then now it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days here, just back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. So looking for a breakout in that guy. And last but not least, Yeti, Y-E-T-I. And this is from the anchored view app scan that's in Trade Ideas that I absolutely love. And Yeti, basically, we're just looking at a pullback right here from the anchored view app. So I just drew that in. Again, if you don't, within Trade Ideas, you can just click on the anchored view app and then click on the chart right there. It will draw it for you. You can see how the anchored view app acted as support for a long period of time after this gap. Breakout, and now it's pulling back to that zone right there. So just trying to see if we can get a bounce off that as well. Okay, guys, that is it for me today. A little bit longer than I would like on these shorter days, but I just had to explain some different stuff that's going on. Again, sign up for the email list, get the access to the watch list, all that stuff completely for free. It's just another way for me to contact you guys and let you know when videos are going out. That's why I do an email list. So if you're seeing this on YouTube, but if you're not seeing it on YouTube, then I can just ping you an email, that kind of stuff, right? So anyway, I hope that helps, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow.